Good day everyone, my name is Rabili Bagobo and I am the first reporter. Intellectual revolution that defines society. First, Copernican. The Copernican revolution was a major intellectual revolution that occurred in the 16th and 17th centuries. It was named after a Polish astronomer, Nicolaus Copernicus. The Copernican revolution is a big change in the way people thought about the universe. Before Copernicus, people thought that the Earth was at the center of the universe and everything else just revolved around it. But Copernicus said that the Sun was the center of the universe and the Earth, including the other planets, revolves around it. The Copernican revolution had a profound impact on society in a number of ways. First, it challenged the idea that humans were at the center of the universe and that the universe was designed for their benefit. This was a major blow to human anthropocentrism, and it led to a new sense of humanity, humility, and wonder about the cosmos. Second, the Copernican revolution challenged the authority of the Catholic Church, which had long been a dominant force in a Western society. The Church had endorsed the geocentric model, and Copernicus' theory was seen as a threat to its authority. Third, the Copernican revolution paved the way for the scientific revolution of the 17th century. Copernicus' work showed that it was possible to challenge traditional beliefs and develop new theories based on empirical evidence. This inspired other scientists to question the status quo and to pursue new knowledge. Second is the Darwinian. The Darwinian Revolution was a major intellectual revolution that occurred in the 19th century. It was named after a British naturalist, Charles Darwin. The Darwinian Revolution was a big change in the way people thought about life on Earth. Before Darwin, people thought that all the living things were created as they are today by God. But Darwin said that life on Earth has changed over time through the process called evolution. The Darwinian Revolution had a profound impact on society in a number of ways. First, it challenged the religious belief that God created all species of life as they are today. Darwin's theory of evolution showed that life on Earth is constantly changing and evolving, and that humans are not exempt from this process. Second, the Darwinian Revolution led to a new understanding of human nature. Darwin's theory showed that humans are animals and that we are subject to the same laws of nature as all other living things. This challenged the traditional view of humans as unique and special creations of God. Third, the Darwinian Revolution had a significant impact on social and political thought. Some people used Darwin's theory to justify social inequality and to argue that certain groups of people were superior to others. However, Darwin's theory also had a positive impact on society. It led to a new appreciation for the diversity of life on Earth and to a new understanding of our place in the natural world. It also inspired new fields of scientific research, such as genetics and ecology. Third is the Freudian. The Freudian Revolution was a major intellectual that occurred in the late 19th and 20th centuries. It was named after an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist, Sigmund Freud. The Freudian Revolution was a big change in the way people thought about the human mind. Before Freud, people thought that the mind was a rational place where all of our thoughts and feelings were under our control. But Freud said that the mind is actually made up of two parts, the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. The conscious mind is the part of our mind we are aware of. It is a part of our mind we use to think, reason, and make decisions. On the other hand, the unconscious mind is the part of our mind we are not aware of. It is a part of our mind which contains repressed memories, desires, and thoughts. The Freudian Revolution had a profound impact on society in a number of ways. First, it challenged the traditional view that human behavior is rational and controlled. Freud's work showed that the unconscious mind can have a powerful influence on our thoughts, feelings, and action. Second, the Freudian Revolution led to a new understanding of mental illness. Freud argued that mental illness is caused by conflicts in the unconscious mind. This led to new approaches of psychotherapy, such as psychoanalysis, which focus on helping people to understand and resolve their unconscious conflict. Third, the Freudian Revolution had a significant impact on culture and the arts. Freud's work inspired writers, artists, and filmmakers to explore the unconscious mind and its role in human behavior.
Hi ma'am, I am Jonathan Mbendosal and I am going to tackle about the information revolution and Mesoamerican civilization. My first topic is information. Some of the milestones of these information and revolutions are: first is Gutenberg's printing in 1455. Johann Gutenberg was the first in the West to advance the use of movable type of printing. His greatest printing achievement and the first book ever to be printed by movable type in the West. Second is Analytic Engine by Augusta and Babbage in 1830. So the analytical engine incorporated an arithmetic logic unit, control flow in the form of conditional branching and loops, an integrated memory, making in the first design for a general purpose computer that could be described in modern terms as Turing complete. Third is first telephone during 1870, who is invention by Alexander Graham Bell, a Scottish-born inventor, a teacher of the deaf and scientist. He is mostly associated with the invention of the telephone. He began working on the idea of transmitting sound electronically. The fourth is Turing work during World War II. So we have here Alan Turing 1942 to 1954. He provided a fundamental contribution to computer sciences by refining the concept of algorithm and computation with what to be called the Turing machine and Turing test. A Turing machine is a theoretical mathematical model of computation that was introduced by the British mathematician and computer scientist Alan Turing in 1936. The Turing machine is a fundamental concept in the field of computer science and theoretical computer science. It served as the theoretical foundation for understanding the limits and capabilities of computation. The Turing test is a method of inquiry in artificial intelligence or AI for determining whether or not a computer is capable of thinking like a human being. The example of Turing test: the human questioner asks a series of questions to both respondents. After the specified time, the questioner tries to decide which terminal is operated by the human respondent and which terminal is operated by the computer. The next topic is Mesoamerican. Mesoamerican civilization, the complex of indigenous cultures that developed in parts of Mexico and Central America prior to Spanish exploration and conquest in the 16th century. In the regions and cultural area in Americans extending to the countries in the South America, so we have the cultivation of cacao beans, tomato, squash, and chili. So this means these crops, including cacao, beans, tomato, squash, and chili peppers, were cultivated primarily in Mesoamerica, particularly in the regions of present-day Mexico and Central America. The second is Three Sisters, the main food sources including beans, corn, and squash. The Three Sisters agricultural system, which involved the cultivation of corn, beans, and squash in a mutually beneficial manner, was characteristic farming practice in both Mesoamerica and parts of South America. Next is domestic of turkey and dogs. The domestic of turkeys and dogs, this is occurred in various regions across the Americas, including both Mesoamerica and South America. Turkeys were domesticated for their meat, feathers, and eggs. Dogs also serve as companions, hunting helpers, and even as sacrificial animals in some cultures. Next is cotton plants were used to make textiles, and rubber trees were used to make rubber balls for performance games and rituals. This means that cotton plants was cultivated for their fibers, which were used to make textile in regions of Mesoamerica and South America, while rubber trees were tough for latex, which was to make rubber balls for ceremonial and sporting events, primarily in Mesoamerica and some parts of South America, especially the Amazon rainforest. The last slide is combined crop rotation and slash and burn technique to retain soil nutrients. These techniques is to retain soil nutrients as well as the fermentation of terraces along mountain slopes were practiced in various regions of the Americas, including Mesoamerica and the Andean regions. Next is first to use irrigation techniques. The use of irrigation techniques was also developed independently in different cultures, notably in Mesoamerican civilization. The last is known to be the first to create the calendars. Mesoamerican cultures, is particularly the Maya, are renowned for their advanced calendar systems, while the Maya are known for their calendars. So other indigenous cultures in Americas, such as the Inca in South America, also had their own calendar systems. These agricultural practices and cultural achievements were indicative of the ingenuity and sophistication of indigenous societies in the Americas, while the specific practices and calendar system may have varied by region and culture. They collectively contribute to the rich history of the Americas prior to European contact. That's all.
Ma'am, good morning everyone. My topic for today is all about science, technology, and society in Asia. Science and technology and society in Asia have experienced significant developments and interactions over the years, contributing to the region's economic growth and cultural dynamics. Here are some key aspects. First is economic advancements. Many Asian countries such as China, Japan, South Korea, and India have made remarkable strides in science and technology, leading to economic growth and global competitiveness. These advancements have been instrumental in transforming these nations into major players on the world stage. Second is innovation hubs. Asia is home to numerous innovation hubs in technology and technology clusters such as Silicon Valley in the United States and the tech ecosystems in China's Shenzhen and Beijing, which foster entrepreneurship and technological breakthroughs. Third is rapid urbanization. Urbanization in Asia has been closely linked with technological advancement. The rise of smart cities, efficient transformation system, and sustainable urban planning are all influenced by the intersection of technology and society in Asian cities. Then fourth is healthcare and biotechnology. Asian countries have made strides in healthcare and biotechnology. India, for example, is a leader in generic pharmaceuticals, while Japan has a strong biotech industry. These developments have not only improved healthcare within the region, but have always contributed to global healthcare solutions. And the fifth is digital transformation. Asia has seen a massive digital transformation with the widespread adaptation of smartphones, mobile payment systems, and e-commerce. Companies like Alibaba, Tencent, and Flipkart have played significant roles in shaping the digital landscape. And the seventh is environmental challenges. The rapid industrialization and urbanization in Asia have also led to significant environmental challenges. Government and organizations in the region are increasingly focusing on sustainable technologies and policies to address issues like air pollution and climate change. And the eighth key aspects is cultural influence. Technological advancement in Asia have also had a cultural impact. Asian pop culture, particularly in countries like South Korea and Japan, has global following partly due to technology-driven entertainment platforms and social media. And the ninth key aspects is education and research. Asian countries have made substantial investments in education and research. Institutions in countries like China, Singapore are rising in global rankings, attracting talent from around the world. And then the 10th is global collaboration. Asian countries actively engage in international scientific collaborations and partnership contributing to global scientific advancement. And the 11th key aspects is challenges. Despite the progress, challenges remain, including issues related to intellectual property, access to technology, and ethical concerns. Balancing economic development with social and environmental considerations remains an ongoing challenge. And 12, there's no 12. Overall, science, technology, and society are deeply intertwined in Asia, with the region playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of these domains on global scales. My next topic is all about science, technology, and society from Middle East. The Middle East has a rich history of contributions to science, technology, and society that dates back centuries. Here are some notable aspects. First is mathematics. The Middle East, particularly during the Islamic Golden Age, 8th to 13th century, made significant contributions to mathematics. Scholars like this person, Al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra, Al-Kindi, and Al-Razi, played crucial roles in preserving and advancing ancient Greek and Indian mathematical knowledge. The second notable aspect is medicine. Avicenna from Persia made groundbreaking contributions to medicine with this influential work, The Canon of Medicine. This text was standard reference in Europe for centuries. And then the third is astronomy. Middle Eastern astronomers like Al-Batani and Al-Zarghali made important advancement in astronomy, helping refine the understanding of celestial objects and navigation. Then the fourth is architecture. The region is known for its stunning architectural achievements such as the construction of the Great Mosque of Cordoba and the Hagia Sophia, blending various architectural styles and influencing in structures worldwide. And the fifth is paper and printing. The Middle East played a crucial role in the development of and early history of Ancient civilizations in the Middle East, like the Sumerians and Babylonians, developed advanced irrigation techniques and agricultural practices, contributing to the growth of agriculture worldwide. And the seventh is literature and the sixth is the literature and poetry. The Middle East has a rich tradition of literature and poetry with works like the 1001 Nights and the poetry of Rumi and Omar Khayyam gaining global recognition. And then the seventh is modern science and technology. In recent times, several Middle Eastern countries have invested heavily in science and technology. For example, the United Arab Emirates launched the Mars mission in 2020, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. And the eighth is society and culture. The Middle East has a diverse and vibrant cultural heritage, influencing art, music, and cuisine and fashion worldwide. It's also a region with a complex tapestry of societies and religions and traditions. Then, however, it's essential to note that the Middle East's contributions to science, technology, and society have been influenced by various historical, political, and cultural factors. The region continues to play a pivotal role in shaping global conversations in these domains. And my last topic is all about science, technology, and society in Africa. Science, technology, and society in Africa have been evolving rapidly in recent years, with several notable trends and developments. This is the first digital transformation. African countries have been embracing digital technologies, leading to increased access to the internet and mobile phone usage. These digital transformations has the potential to improve communication and education, healthcare, and access to financial services. Second is innovation hubs. Across the continent, there has been a proliferation of innovation hubs and startup ecosystems. Cities like Nairobi, Lagos, Cape Town have become hubs for tech startup and entrepreneurship, fostering innovation and economic growth. Then, third is renewable energy. Africa is increasingly investing in renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power to address energy needs sustainability. Projects like the Desert to Power Initiative aim to harness solar energy in the Sahara Desert to power the continent. Third is healthcare advancement. Advances in medical technology are improving healthcare delivery in Africa. Telemedicine and mobile health apps are increasingly access to medical services, particularly in remote areas. And the fourth is agriculture and food security. Technology is being employed to enhance agriculture and address food security challenges. Mobile apps and data-driven agriculture are helping farmers make informed decisions, improve crop yields, and post-harvest losses. And the next is space exploration. African countries like Nigeria, South Africa, and Ethiopia have launched or expanded their space programs. This includes satellite launches for communication, weather monitoring, and scientific research. And the next one is challenges remain. Despite these positive developments, Africa faces challenges in terms of infrastructure, education, and access to technology. There's a digital divide between urban and rural areas, and many regions lack consistent access to electricity and the internet. The next one is social impact. The impact of technology on society varies across the continent. It has the potential to address societal issues such as improving education and healthcare, but it also raises concerns about data privacy and cybersecurity. In short, Africa's engagement with science and technology is dynamic and holds great promise for economic growth and development. But addressing infrastructure gaps, ensuring equitable access to these technologies remain critical challenges for the continent's future progress. And that's all. Thank you.